Hello everyone, welcome back to another second part of Izuku Aizawa AU. And basically it'll be just I changed Izuku's name, so maybe it's a little bit different, but you can always judge me for that. But I just thought that it'll be good for this AU or something else and all. Anyways, let's start this. And I was just thinking about why not make this series a little wholesome one. Sure, this will get a lot of actions, a lot of adventures, and a lot of things going on here and there, but I was just thinking about making it a little wholesome. So this part only contains all the wholesome emotions and all the wholesome things going on here and there. Anyways, let's start this and I'll just read out the text and you guys can always watch it and mute it, etc. etc. As I have mentioned in the start, in the beginning of the story. So, anyways, let's start this. You are leaving UA just for that? Yes, I'll be back soon, but we have to take these years off. Shota, Hisashi, don't do this. As you guys have already seen that Midnight don't want them to leave UA, don't want them to adopt. First, she don't want them to adopt Izuku because you know that kid is a big trouble. We don't even know his quirk, and you guys are already ready to adopt him. And just some technical issues. Sorry for that. He is right memory, but what if you guys won't be able to handle him? They're just some they're just like thinking about them that if they're just some curious colleagues who are just thinking they were just worried about them and all, and they just think that if something happens to them or Izuku isn't that of an easy childhood, so what if this type of thing happen? And to the answer, Hisashi is saying that it won't be that difficult. It's just a kid who need to feel loved and then you'll be back to normal. You don't know what you guys are saying. They're just worried about them and they don't know what to say them and all. It's just that Izuku isn't a normal child and he grew up with tetrapods, you know, that other animals which walk on four legs, which have four legs and all. You think he'll understand you, it won't be that easy. We're just bringing down all the things if you guys aren't able to understand is the this English, and if it's difficult for you guys, so it will be easy. Okay, I know it won't be easy, but we want to give it a try. He's just a kid. But Aizawa, I think my typing speed is a little too low, or sometimes it's too fast. I don't know what is going on here, but we've made our mind and we won't back off now. Okay, so it's done. And a year, yes, mostly a year. Mm-hmm. So Nezu thinks that they're coming back after the year they're taking off from UA, but things won't be like that either. Maybe they'll change things, maybe something else would happen, and they know it. You're still a teacher at UA, don't forget it. Mm-hmm. And do your best. We will. Let's go, Sashi. If you guys want to adopt a kid, why don't you take a normal one? Why don't you adopt a normal one? Why take this one? It's just memories. Worried about them that Izuku is a normal child and things might be difficult for them. So that's why she's asking that. And Aizawa is just answering it because we like him. Now we should leave. Looks down. Memory is a little sad for them because why are they even just considering mentally retarded person to be their child, and how are they going to help him, and how are they going to do all that stuff? But she's just worried about them. She'll just, she won't be that bad in this AU. She'll help them out. She will be there for them all along. So don't judge her by this. Okay, let's go. We should take a look at our son right now. And then they went to the hospital, and at the hospital, they just see Izuku sitting on the bed, hospital bed, and Izuku would be like, he's just a little child, not a little child. He's already 11-year-old, but he's just some sad guy. Not a sad guy because he don't understand anyone. He's just staring at his ribs, the needles in his like, what is this and why are they doing this to me? It's just something awkward for him. You know, this type of thing that happened to him when he was experimented and all. He's just thinking that they are doing all that experiments on him again and all. Naizawa sits next to him, and Izuku is just always scared of everyone. Why? Because all of that happened to him wasn't that good, and it will leave a really big mark on him. Like whatever happened to him, it wasn't his fault. It was nobody's fault, but it'll leave perfectly a great huge mark on his memory, and he'll recover from all of this, but something will be remaining in his mind. What's wrong? Does it hurt? Izuku just look at Aizawa with puppy eyes, and then Aizawa will say that it'll be alright, okay? And I just forgot to write it that it's a week past. You know, after a week, this story is after a week story. So that's why just a little bit of things won't will be confusing, but not that much. Zuko is still not able to just let new people in and new people see him and all. He's just scared of everyone, so he just growls at his Dashi. And Dashi will just say that, "Hey, buddy, I'm not a danger for you. I'm not a threat to you. Why are you just doing this?" Neither will say that he's a good guy, don't worry. Izuku just glare at him like he's just watching me. If he does something, I'll just jump at him and bite him off. I don't want to harm you, okay? Sit across both of them. How are you feeling today, buddy? Yeah, Izuku don't understand anything at all because mostly the nurses would come and just change his drips and then change all the stuff on Izuku and all. They won't be just doing all that things or talking to Izuku. He's just staring at them, just looking at them. What are they doing? Or maybe he'll attack them, but not that much. He'll be interesting and all, and that's why Izuku isn't able to understand anyone. So he'll just thinking that what is he talking about? Anyways, he look like a nice person. I think he won't hurt me. Would he? Hizuki is just questioning himself. And I thought was just ruffle his hair. Then I know it's hard and you can't understand us. But we won't hurt you, trust us. Looks at him all confused. Yeah, Izuku obviously can't understand anything, so he's just looking at them and staring at them like, what the hell are you guys saying? What are you guys talking about? He can't understand us, can he? Yeah, he can't understand anyone. And at this point, when Hisashi took Izuku's hand in his own, Izuku just glared at him, and then Izuku just shivered a little bit flinched. Like, is he gonna do something? Is he gonna poke another needle into me? It's gonna be okay. We trust you. You're gonna deal with it. You'll be all right. Okay, buddy. Izuku can't just. It's not that he wants to talk to others. He can make sounds, he can make that type of things which animals can do. But the thing is, I don't want to spoil it for you, so just bear it with me, okay? What we're gonna do with him is Ashi. We'll figure it out. Everything will be alright. He'll understand us one day, and then he'll talk to us even. Anyways, let's start with his name first. So what is his name? Either take the files up and pick up the file and then roam around them and then try it and then see what is his name and all. Let's see. Questioning, like Hizashi is questioning. His name is Izuku Midoriya. Midoriya, you say. Mm-hmm. Well, now I know why they took him and why did they experimented on him. And at this time, either is like questioning him, what is his husband even saying and all. Did something happen I didn't know about? Yeah, you don't probably you don't know about it. What happened? Well, Midoriya's they aren't normal people. They are just really classified. They're just really, you know, strong people. They just supported family marriages and mostly, and he's most probably the last one. Then Aiza was just like, what? What are you even saying, Hidashi? What do you mean by that? And how do you know he's the last one of them? Like Hidashi do know about the Inko and his Hashi Midoriya's case. So that's why Hidashi is saying all this. It belongs to my childhood, but they lived far away in the mountains basically, and they were just trained to be perfect and strong, more like ninjas and all. And they weren't involved in any of the activities around the world, but they would protect the people. They were just really great fighters, and they possess simple quirks, but their quirks would be really helpful for other people. And how do you know all of this? Like, even I don't know anything about this tragedy, and you do know. Yeah, he would question him. Anyone would question other people, like, how to know and if I don't know? They just possessed great quirks, but something happened, leaving only a married couple to survive. The couple wasn't big enough, like they were not elders, they were not adults, you see, they were just teenagers. And as they were still too young, they had a lot of training to go through. That's why they didn't know about anything at all. They didn't know about hero and their own culture and all. It was just as they were far away from their homeland, they were just studying somewhere abroad, so they didn't know about anything. And that's why they started living with normal people like weak. They had a weak quirk or all. But it wasn't the case. The quirks were strong, but just practice was required. The training was required there. And what it has to do with being experimented and all. It was a long time ago, but the success rate is really high. Huh? What are you talking about? Like Midoriya's possessed a really pure blood, which, whenever experimented, would result in excellency. Whatever the scientists were performing on the people, on the Midoriya clan people, they would always find it pure. They would find the exact amount, the exact result which they were working for was really efficient to work to be experimented, and that's why they just took a little child. Whatever they were experimented, the outcome was really great, but he was just a child. Yeah, he is, but isn't it isn't about him, it's about his genetics. You see this organ in their family background, in their family stories and all. That's why they just killed Hisashi and Inko. Why? Because Inko and Hisashi was adults right now and in their mid 30s, so they won't be able to last long in the experiments and all. So they didn't took them. They just killed them both and took their child. He has Midoriya's blood in him. That's why they did all that to him. Why didn't I knew about it? Like how do you know about all these things? Well, not all the people knew about this. Okay, fine. So Izuku is it? Mm-hmm. Izuku is just sitting around. Maybe he's just sleeping on Aizawa's lap and all. Yeah, he's sleeping in Aizawa's lap. He's adorable. I know. All Midoriyas were. They were just really true beauties. They were like the god made them by his own hand. Well, we're gonna start this again, so we'll rename him. You are right. If we stay with this name, he'll get attacked again. So, mhm. And what's the logic behind it? Because Midoriyas are simplified, are is the term they use, is the group of people they always use for experimenting and all. They were really strong, they had a strong pure blood which will just give them excellent results. So that's why they're changing his name to some other one so they won't able to get to him in anything in any way and all. So what do you want to name him? Like there's one name in my mind and I always wanted to name our son if we plan to adopt a baby or a neonate. Well, this is no different than a baby. You can just see him in this condition. He's just grown up, but inside he's just a little child. Yeah, you were right. So the name in my mind is, he's still a child and we have to handle him with all the care like a little baby needs. You're right, Hitoshi. Hisashi. Well, all these names were similar, so I just didn't knew about what to do. Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's the name. Okay, so long story short, they are just sitting around with Izuku for like entire day, and they're just giving him all the attention he needs and all. So the nurse came for with Izuku's lunch, I guess, and then Izuku just Aizawa just woke him up from his slumber, and Izuku just like, like, what do you want? Like all that, and then he'll just yawn. Your lunch is here. Here you go, Hiroshi. We can help him. That'll be great, I guess. Gives the nurse will give Aizawa the dish she had, the serving she had, and then Hizashi said that thanks, I guess, and then the nurse will smile and then she'll leave. Aizawa would just take Izuku and make him sit and all. And then Aizawa will just take a spoon and then a bite-sized piece in it, and then he'll just say that, give it to Izuku, like, have some, kitten. And Izuku would just say that, just slide it away, sniff it, and then slide it away, that he don't want to eat it. And then he'll just look at Aizawa and then the food, Aizawa, and then the food. Like, should he eat it? Is it allowed? Is he really allowed to eat it? Like when he was with the doctors and all, they didn't let him eat anything, and that's why it's been a whole week. Izuku didn't even accept a single bite from anyone. He was just alive due to the nutrients which the doctors were providing him from external sources and all. It's just for you. Izuku just slides, sniffs the food and then slides away. You have to eat it, kitten. Izuku just flops back into the bed like he don't want to eat anything. Let's try to feed him. You are right. Takes a bite-sized piece and hold in front of Izuku. Like Izuku, you have to eat. Hiroshi, you have to eat it. Izuku just looking at the food, that is he really allowed to eat it? Are they really offering him the food? Like, should he eat it? Or if he eat, they'll just punish him. The thought in mind is that why do they keep doing it? If I eat, they'll hurt me, or it's poisons like back then. Why don't you have a bite? Then you could just think that one bite won't hurt. I think these are just good people, so they won't hurt me, would they? It's not that bad, I guess. Then Izuku start to eat it. There you go, fella. That's an improvement. Hey Hiroshi, you should eat it all. They know Izuku don't understand anything. They know Izuku isn't able to understand any sentence they are making. But the thing is, they want to be like, they want to talk to him, they want to be like really noisy in front of him. Why? Because they want Izuku to listen to them and then want him to learn all that. And this is the thing, whenever, why do we understand the sound, the songs and all really well, and we really just like we, it's a psychological fact that whatever we hear, just like we're hearing continuously, we'll just leave some marks on our mind and we'll just remember it every time. Even we, many people even just remember all the lyrics and all, and if they just hear the tune, they'll just say what type of song was that and what the lyrics was. So that's why they're just talking in front of him, so he'll just listen to them and try to just think what they are talking about and all. It's one, it has one spoon from Adawa and the other from Hizashi, as you guys can see. And Izuku is eating all that and just smiling. He isn't smiling at them because he don't know how to do that. Yes, he'll understand once he'll do all that once he understand all the, what they are talking about and what they are doing and all. And Izuku still don't know how to eat like a normal person and how to drink like a normal person, so it's hard for him. They even just mimic in front of him like how he should eat, how he should drink something. But Izuku don't know what to do, so he's just like when he'll be about to take a sip from the glass, it will just fall on him, all of that. So that's the thing, poor little thing. They're just encouraging him that he'll do better one day, he'll be great one day, he'll do best, he'll be fine someday. And then Hisashi will just ruffle Izuku's hair. And as they were just sitting around the whole day with Izuku, they were just talking to Izuku and all. Izuku is just a little bit comfortable with them, so that's why Izuku is letting him to touch him and all. Or else he would just glower at him and then he would just stare at him and all. But he isn't doing that this time, as he know that they won't hurt him. He looks calm too. I don't want to mistake. What if they do bad things to me again like others did? Hisashi is just it's just funny for him. Like Izuku thinks that he's a cat or he's just a four-legged animal, a tetrapod. But he is a human. He don't know this. He understand it, but he still don't know that he's a human and all. So that's why he's just acting like a cat, acting like some creature, some animal. Yeah, he's just like a baby with a body of a teenager. And then Hisashi will think that he should go home and make some preparations for Izuku because they are having him home for like for, after some days, after 2 or 3 days, whenever Izuku is going to discharge from hospital. So that's why Hisashi wants to go back home and set all that thing and then also bring them a dinner, a decent dinner, so they won't be hungry at all. And he wants to go to shopping for Izuku as well. Like he really wants to go there, and all the funny moments will be in this part, and so enjoy that because maybe after that I won't be able to add that type of funny moments. So enjoy yourselves. Remember, we still have to take care of a room in the home. Oh yeah, I forgot about that. I'll get it ready. You stay here with him. What about these clothes? We need new ones too. Oh, don't worry about that. I'll get them. I'll visit you guys by dinner. Sure. Dirty minds out of here. They aren't thinking anything like that, okay? So don't think about anything like that. They're just taking care of him like a father would take care of their little child or so don't get any wrong idea and I'm not adding that type of things here, okay? Get well soon, buddy. And then Izashi would leave. Hey buddy, your new name is Hiroshi. So whenever we call Hiroshi, you'll have to understand that we're calling you. Hmm? Did you say something to me? It's what we're gonna call you by now. Is it okay with you? Izuku basically isn't understanding anything, but he'll just nod at him and that he is just a little understanding all that. He doesn't understand all of the thing they are telling him, but he does understand a little bit, and which is that they're good people, so he has to always note whatever they say. That's great to hear. Do you like anything? Shake said no. Because Aizawa is signing in front of Izuku. Izuku get a little bit of idea about what he is telling and what he is saying. So that's why Izuku is just telling him responding to him. Can you talk? Like he's doing that in sign. Okay. So would open his mouth to show his tongue, which was still regrown. Yeah, that's why Zuko isn't able to make any noise. He'll just snarl, he'll just growl at them, but nothing more he can do because he doesn't possess the tongue. You see, when he was experimented on, they were doing experiments on Izuku. Izuku would understand. He wasn't understanding them, but he would just say some stuff which wasn't that well. It was a gibberish language, but he was doing his best to say something to them. But they were annoyed to him, so they just rip off it. So that's why Izuku isn't able to talk. Izuku is just like now after like 12 hours being together. Izuku is just like thinking that Aizawa is a good person, so he shouldn't leave his side. If he did left him, they'll just experiment on him and then do bad things to him. Izuku don't want to suffer again. So that's why he's just holding Aizawa's hand that please don't go. I don't want to suffer again. I don't want anything to happen to me again. Aizawa is a little bit angry at the people who performed all the experiments on Izuku. It's just that he's just thinking about them as those people. Like anyone would be angry at this moment if something happened to somebody close to them. They will be definitely angry, and they think that why did all this happen. Now I know why don't took the food and all at the first place. So Aizawa know what he should be doing, and also he calls Yamada his husband. Okay. Oh, shut up. Do you need anything? No, not really. Just wanted to tell you something. So what is it? Like, what do you want to talk about? Let's make something simple for dinner. What do you mean by that? Don't you want a decent dinner? Just some porridge, nothing else. Why do you want some porridge? What do you mean by that? I remember you always made some soup with some chicken and rice. That'll be great for him. He's I'll just talk about that later. Okay, but did something happen? No, nothing happened. Like, there's nothing. I know you are hiding something from me. We have been together for like 3 years by now. I know there is something. Hiroshi, yes, what is it? What's it with him? He can't eat anything. We shouldn't force him to eat. Why? Why is it this way? His tongue isn't fully healed. And now, what do you mean by that? His tongue isn't fully healed. And now they're just taking Izuku to some children room, like the ward where they keep childrens and some like kids there. Why? Because they want Izuku to see other people, to interact with them, and they don't want him to be alone, to left alone and all. So Aizawa just sets Izuku's gown, hospital gown, and then he just sets Izuku's shoes and holds his hand. So let's go now. You're not allowed. Oh, sorry. Go on. Just be careful. By the way, if you are new to my channel, please make sure to subscribe it and hit that like button so I know that you enjoyed watching this video. And also you can subscribe this channel if you are new here, and also press that bell icon so you'll never miss any update from this channel. And I am just really tired of saying this, but I have to say sorry for this. As Izuku thinks that he is a tetrapod. His hands are there for walking. He don't understand that his hands aren't for walking, because he has seen all the mammals, all the animals who were just walking on four. So Izuku don't understand it. That's why he isn't comfortable walking like a normal person. But Aizawa and Hisashi, both of them are just holding his hands, so he won't just run like that. Sure, he'll be fast that way, but they want him to walk like a normal person. And now we're just talking about, we're just watching them in their, not them, we're just watching Izuku in his new room where Hisashi is just saying that, do you like it very? Izuku is nodding, like he now understand a little bit of them, like they're, whatever they're talking about, Izuku tries to understand and it's really helping them. Since it's almost 2 hours, you have ate now, it's time for bed. You don't know what what they're talking about, but we'll just cover it up. We'll just try them to understand, and then Hidashi would just go and run a path for them, and he's just saying what I'm just what I just said, that I'll run a bath, warm bath, get his pajamas ready, pajamas ready. Neither would just note, okay, yeah, I got it. Neither would just go to his closet and then he'll take Izuku's clothes and then they'll just a family, happy family time. Both the fathers will just help Izuku to wash up and not anything dirty. Okay, I'm always saying this because many of people would write these in the comment section that it's inappropriate. This it's making them uncomfortable. So sorry for that. After that, after they took bath and they took Izuku to the bed. Which one? So which one do you want to read? Do you want to hear? You don't understand. He is talking about what he's asking him, but then I would say that, what, which story would you like us to read, Hiroshi? You have to choose one, and we'll read it. Okay? Zuko is still confused by this, but and then present Mike Hisashi Yamada would just check it and then say, okay, we'll go with the first one. and then a happy family time, happy family time, and then sleep and then cuddles and stuff like that, and then we'll just jump ahead and take a whole month time skip, and then we'll see Zuko talking his first words, like he's calling his fathers and all, like Papa and Dada, like, I know how you don't know how happy I am. Shona, come here. Look what but Hiroshi just said. What happened and why are you crying? Hiroshi, say it again. Say for Papa. And then he could just repeat his words, repeat whatever he was saying, and look at both of them. I'm so happy that you were finally able to talk. It was his first words. Let's have breakfast, and we can go out after that and celebrate after this. Sure. And that's it for today. I think that's it for today. Hope you guys enjoy this video. If you enjoyed it, please hit that like button. I really appreciate that. And if you want to leave anything, suggest anything you want to say to me, you can write that in the comment section. I'll just read it. And all love you all. Take care and enjoy your life. Bye bye.